Hey everyone, so this is part 2 of the Mogit add-on guide. I didn't mean for there to be a part 2. I just did so many takes on the first one that I completely left out this part. I thought I included everything. My brain was just complete mush by the time I was finished. But yeah, I apologize for that, but let's get into it. The part I was wanting to mention here was the filters. Like I completely skipped over it. You just click on catalog and filters, and there's a few different filters in here that you can modify to make your searches quicker and more accurate, and especially if you're looking for um, level ranged gear like Cataclysm or Wrath of the Lich King or Mist of Pandaria or Burning Crusade or even Classic WoW. You can filter it out a little bit better, and you can also search by name. Let's just start from the top here. So let's use this leather chest piece for an example. I'll just type in med or meadow. There we go. And all you need to do is put in leather chest and it will show it up, show it for you. So if you happen to know the name for it, then you just need to search by the armor class and it'll pull it up. Otherwise, you can search by level, like I was beginning to mention. So for example, let's do Cataclysm end gear. This is going to show, let's do all Cataclysm actually, so 80 to 85. So this is going to show from the top, it's going to include the Mist of Pandaria starter gear, and then at the bottom it's going to show Wrath of the Lich King, some of the top end gear for the Wrath of the Lich King for all the filters you have selected. Right now, that would include, let's see, let's just put cloth helmets. So this is the top of the list here is Mist of Pandaria starter gear, and right down, like right under it, is going to be the top of the line Cataclysm gear. It's including 80 to 85 gear, and let's see, let's just type in, let's make sure it's not filtering anything out. No, it wasn't. So it doesn't really matter if you have that item level filtered in, it will still pull up the gear. But if you do happen to know the item level, you can filter it out. And so for example, if I was only wanting to see the 397, then like up to 397, then I wouldn't be seeing the item level 410 stuff. I'll just leave that at 0. These other selections here to filter are so there's faction, there's alliance, and horde. These would mainly be included for PvP items and alliance only quests, and like Trial of the Grand Crusader, there was specific loot there that was faction based, and it had a specific look. I'm pretty certain a certain name to it as well, so they had different names. So you can search for both if you want, or just exclude them. And then this is for if you're looking for tier pieces, so that you can include the mage tier pieces, and once you scroll over a piece with that's for mages only, it'll have on that pop-up window that's at the top middle of the screen now, the class mage there. It's right under item level, that 410 item level. But so that's how that works. You can include whatever class you're looking for, which it does select it automatically based on what character you're currently playing as, which is pretty nice. And you can also filter out the sources, so if you don't want to try for any PvP gear, you can exclude it, and so on. and there's you can filter by quality. I haven't ever seen a poor quality item or a common inside this add-on. Maybe I've just overlooked it, but yeah, there's also the bind, so bind on equip, bind on pickup, bind to account. These could be useful if you're trying to get the BOE only pieces, like for if you're not wanting to have it show bind on pickup gear that you can't sell in the auction house, and this is where you filter that out, especially yeah, just buying on pickup gear. The some of the buying on account gear is soul bound, so you might want to just keep an eye on that. And at the very bottom here is just so you can search through the items you already have, which in my opinion isn't very useful, because you can just go to the transmog person over in Storm Shield and or wherever you want to go to do that, and you can search through the list that you have, and it'll show you the pieces you can transmog anyway. So that one isn't very useful, but overall this entire filter area, filter feature of the add-on is very useful, so I really wanted to include it. Again, I apologize for not including it in the main video. And again, if you have any problems finding gear, just make sure you have these set to default so you can see it all when you're searching for all the pieces of gear. But yeah, thanks for watching and have a good one.